Hey, what's up you guys? Hope you're all doing well, and welcome back to another video. So it's been a long time, I know. I haven't posted in weeks. I apologize for that. Just to be real with you before I really get into anything specific, I've been having a pretty rough time. I haven't really been feeling great or like myself in quite some time now. I guess for the last 7 or so months, I've been in and out of funks and depression, and it's been pretty rough for me. So naturally, making content isn't really an easy thing to do when you're feeling so awful all the time. And that's exactly why I haven't been posting, especially recently. And I'm sorry, you guys deserve better than that, and I'll have to be better. So with that being said, let's hop into the topic of today's video. It's something that I find utterly terrifying, and that is spelunking. If you don't know what spelunking is, honestly, I don't blame you. It's pretty fucking unknown to normal people. Essentially, it's cave exploration, and I'm sure you may think to yourself, that doesn't really sound so bad. And that doesn't sound so bad to me either, but I'm talking about spelunking more so as like those really, really thin anal asshole cavities, like the really, really small ones. Like, for example, right? The human asshole can stretch to a crazy length, you know what I mean? Like, you can fit a really, really big saw. So you may be thinking, where the fuck are you going with this? Essentially, these caves are the exact same thing. They're really, really small, narrow holes and gaps, and they're basically little tiny caves within caves. And you crawl through them for excitement. And some of you may be thinking to yourself, I hear what you're saying, but I'm struggling to be on the same wavelength as you because you just mentioned shoving something up your asshole as an example. Yes, that's exactly what I did, and I'll fucking do it again. But it's pretty much the equivalent, right? These really, really small caves, and considering they're made of rock, obviously, because it's a fucking cave, stay with me, they're set. You can't expand them. And the thing is, like I said, people crawl through these tight cavities for adventure and adrenaline, which is fucking insane to me. So if you want a visual representation, I'll put something up on screen because you may not know exactly what I'm talking about. I may be bad at explaining whatever the fuck. But you can actually watch videos of people legitimately going spelunking in these tiny caves. It gives pretty much nightmare fuel to anybody that watches it, unless you're into that weird ass shit, you kinky son of a bitch. Or, like me, you enjoy them because I look at these situations and then touch myself. Yo, I feel myself and I think, I'm so glad I'm not in that situation. And again, a lot of these people put themselves in this situation intentionally. And the thing is, these tiny caves span for miles. Miles! You don't go at the end of this cave and you get a fucking reward. You don't get treasure, you don't get money. You're doing it just to have fun. And the thing about this is, people have actually died doing this. Like, let me paint a picture for you, okay? I want you to close your eyes and really, really think about the words coming out of my mouth and into you. So, think about you're caving with a buddy. Let's say his name is Maurice. He's your homie. He's 27 years old. Oddly specific, I know. Let's say you're caving with bro. He's going in front of you. You guys are in the really, really tiny cave. He gets stuck in front of you. He can't move. Instant panic. Because what does that mean? If he can't move, not only does it mean he cannot get out, it means you can't get out from going in that direction. So you're going to have to shimmy backwards all the way through this cave in order to get back to safety. Does that not sound like fucking nightmare fuel? I don't see anything in this scenario or situation that shouldn't let off alarm bells in your brain. It is some of the scariest shit I have ever witnessed. And it's not even because I'm afraid of small spaces. I don't really give a shit about that. Like, the tiny spaces aren't as problematic, but it's the fact that you can't push yourself up. I have this weird thing, maybe it's not really weird, but if I can't push myself up with my arms or my back while I'm on the ground or in something, I automatically panic, because that pretty much tells you you are stuck and you're not getting the fuck out. And you're not. You can't push a mountain off your back. You're not Superman. You're some lame-ass motherfucker watching me on YouTube. I'm just kidding. I take that back. I'm sorry. And let me explain to you this scenario that has happened to an actual person. I'm not making this shit up. Somebody has died doing this cave exploration bullshit, and that's why I'm telling you, you should not do it. His name escapes me, and honestly, I don't want to say his name anyway. Rest in peace to the guy. But he went into a cave called Nutty Putty Cave, and it's a cave exploration, system, I guess. But there is mapped territory and then unmapped territory. He went in the unmapped territory, and he got stuck upside down for over 24 hours and died in this position. He left behind a wife and kids and a family. If that doesn't tell you that this shit is dangerous, then what does? And imagine being stuck in that position, like this. His head is here, his feet are here, in this position, for over a day. Knowing that you're going to die, you're probably not going to get out, in that the blood is slowly rushing to your head. It's some pretty scary shit. I don't care how big you are, how many things you've been through. If you're a hardened criminal who's 6'5", 225 pounds, Bradley Martin type bullshit, if you're stuck in that scenario, you're gonna cry like a bitch. And just think about the fact that people had to crawl into these holes to attach strings to him to try and pull him out. That's just so much work. And they sealed his body in that cave. His skeleton is still there right now. Insane. What I'm saying is you could not pay me any amount of money to do some crazy ass shit like this. I don't give a fuck if you offered me Jeff Bezos' wealth. I'm not doing it. I am deathly afraid of the ocean, and I would go swimming in the ocean for as long as I possibly can before I would even set foot in one of these caves. And people that know me know that I am so unbelievably terrified of the ocean. It is my #1 fear. And the fact that I would choose that over splunking says something. It's utter insanity. And it's so weird to watch, and it's so unsettling that the fact that people do this and actually enjoy it. Like, people upload YouTube videos of them doing this shit. And a lot of these caves are wet, too. Like a coochie, you know what I mean? Let's say this. Let's say a homie, a best friend of mine, Nyan, Marcus, whoever. You guys know them. They've been on the channel before. Let's say they invited me to their birthday, and I was like, okay, chill. How you gonna celebrate? And they said, we're gonna go spelunking. Yeah, I'm cutting y'all off. I'm not being homies anymore. I'm not gonna be hanging out with somebody that does dangerous shit for fun in their free time. Because what am I supposed to say at your funeral? He was such a kind, loving soul. Such a smart individual. Bombastic side eye, bruh. If you do shit like this and you die like that, I'm just gonna say it. You fucking deserved it, dude. You were playing with fire and you were tickling death's balls at the same exact time, and you're surprised that you died. I'm supposed to say something nice about you at your funeral. I'm gonna call you a fucking idiot. Because honestly, that's what you are. Don't do shit like this. I would go skydiving before I went splunking. I bet when you get stuck, the very first thought in your mind is, I really just should have stayed in bed today. I should have been a bitch today. Why did I have to go and do something adventurous? And honestly, that's a very good question. You really just didn't have to, but you did it anyway. Why? We'll never know. If you guys have anything else you want me to talk about, let me know in the comments. Hit my Discord. It'll be pinned in the description, or the comment section, my bad. Hit me, let me know, I'll talk about it. I need content ideas anyway, and that's really all there is to it. Again, I apologize for being gone for so long. I can't promise it won't happen again, but I'm trying. So, yeah, this has been Detail. Have a good night.